channel. I'm Celeste. I make book content here on YouTube. If you like book content, then please subscribe and join on the fun. But today is all about Onyx Storm and Fourth Wing. Yep, we are getting reconnected with Zayden and I couldn't be more excited. I will say a lot of this vlog may or may not contain some spoilers. I will put a warning out there. The first half won't have any spoilers, but then once this time hits, it's going to be full of spoilers. So that's your fair warning. On Monday night, me and a few of my book besties went to a Barnes & Noble little midnight release party. I mean, we got the book at 9, but it was the midnight release party, which was so much fun. And then we got the book, obviously. We went to like coffee, dinner, like had a little yap session about everything we think is gonna happen in Onyx Storm and all our theories. And then we actually went to the Barnes & Noble, which was so cute. They had so many cute little activities and it was just a fun environment to be in. I like was obsessed with it. And then obviously the book actually came out on Tuesday morning and I did end up getting up and waking up to go to Target at 7 in the morning, which was an adventure in itself. I guess I'll show you guys what I got. I did take the dust jacket off of the one I got at Barnes because I'm actually reading that one, but I got them both. They are quite literally perfect. Like, look at that. I did tab this one already. I will say this one is warping and that is so freaking frustrating, and I've seen a lot of TikToks about that, but I got both editions. I got the Target exclusive and then just the normal little deluxe exclusive. And then I was at Target walking around. I went back to the front because these were sold out when I got there. Like, everyone in front of me got one, but I went back to the front and then they were putting more out. So I did end up getting the cute tote bag. It is really freaking actually quite adorable, and I was waiting to show you guys to actually use it, but I will be using it. It's adorable. I'm so excited. It's Thursday now, so I'm 200 pages into the book, so I can give you guys my thoughts and opinions later on, but just wanted to introduce the vlog, and now I'll just go ahead and show you guys the last few days what I've been up to and like go back in time a little bit, obviously starting with Monday. But let's just go ahead and roll the clips so you guys can get in all the fun. Jack Barlow. And kill Taryn. Are we doing this? No, I'm not. I look insane, but I literally got the last one. Like, I literally walked in, there was a line, but I walked in, got in line, and the girl in front of me got the last one, but somebody had grabbed 2, and so I totally got the last one.
Writer's Quadrant tote.
I went back to the front, and they put out more tote bags, so I got one. Also, it was so cute. I was helping them because they thought that the books with no sprayed edges were misprints. And I was like, no, there's just 3 editions. They were like, maybe we should start reading books. It was actually so cute. Literally, I left so freaking fast this morning. Noah was like trying to leave at the same time as me. I'm like, no, I gotta go. I only have 6 minutes to get there. I got here exactly at 7 o'clock and people were already inside, and I was like, okay, there's just so many cars, and so I got nervous and I walked in. There was a line and I almost like skipped the line and started going to the book section, and I was like, no, let me stand in this line because I feel like I'm too late. There's so many people. I didn't know if it was like Pokemon cards or what, and then I peeked to the side and I saw it was like a Fourth Wing thing, and I was like, okay, let me stand in the line. So I stood in the line and they were like handing the books out one by one. And I was like, oh no. And I saw people carrying it and I was like, no. And then the girl in front of me, we got to the front and there was only 2 books, and like she handed, it was like the girl and her boyfriend. They handed both those books to them and I was like, oh. And then they're like, that's the last one. And I stood there and I was like, oh, you guys don't have any more. And then some guy had grabbed 2 and he had 2 in his hands. And then the worker was like, oh no, you can only get 1, and grabbed it. And then he was like looking at it because they were so confused. He was looking at it and he was like, oh, there's this one. And I was like, can I have it? And he's like, yeah. And then I literally jumped up and down like I won the lottery. Like, I mean, not that crazy, but like I did jump up and down because I was tired. And everyone was happy for me, but like I was ecstatic. Like, how did I get that lucky? I got the very last one at my store. They had like they probably had like maximum 20. And then they had tote bags because I saw everyone with tote bags, but they had none on the display. And I went to the book section, they had none. And so then I went back to the front before I checked out because I wanted to get videos of like the display thing. And then they had like 5 more. And so I got it. It's actually really cute and I'm kind of obsessed. Like, I think it was an impulse buy because I like, everyone else had it and I was like, I want it. You know what I mean? But look at how gorgeous it is. Like, I'm so excited. Okay, I'm gonna read you guys a quote. It's on page 23. So, spoiler alert, but also it's on page 23. This is what Xaden said. I could reach the rank of Maven, lead armies of dark wilders against everyone we care for, and watch every vein in my body turn red as I channel all the power in the continent, and I would still love you. What I did doesn't change that. I'm not sure anything can. That's crazy. I'm afraid our daughter has atrocious taste in men. I need a coffee because I am tired, but I really, really, really want to read this book. So let's make a coffee together in my cute little coffee bar. It's a work in progress, but it's still cute and it does the job. Come on, let's make this coffee. Thursday. I stayed up until like 2 o'clock reading, 2 in the morning reading because I couldn't stop. So I'll give an update when I finish making my coffee. Before I even get my coffee, can we talk about Violet's ex, Halden? Is that his name? That's how I'm saying it. Halden. Coming back? It's Zayden being so jealous. Oh my gosh. But I hate that for him. I didn't want that. Like, all the theories, I didn't want that. I just never wanted a love triangle, so I don't know. I'm gonna get my coffee and I'll update you guys afterwards. Okay, this scene, I have to read it. The girl they're going to see like has met Violet's dad. A kind of confident violence isn't what I pictured when Asher talked about you, but the brown hair, those, I guess, they're brown eyes, and how utterly smitten he predicted you two would eventually be for each other. Well, he described you almost perfectly, Dane. And then Dane said, how would you like this to go? And then Xaden says, just like it's gone for the last 18 months. Everyone assumes she'll wind up with you, but it's my last name she ends up wearing on her flight jacket in formation. Oh my gosh. I think I'm like 47% through this book, and I have given no thoughts and opinions. Also, look at how cute my little bookmark is. I'm on chapter 27. So much has happened. I know I've seen a few TikToks. I've tried to refrain from going on TikTok just because I don't want to see any spoilers, obviously, because people are meanie pants and they give spoilers. But I've seen people be like, oh my gosh, like I'm like jumping in and it's like, I don't know anyone's name and blah, 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 blah. And they're like confused reading it. I like felt that for 1 second, but if I'm being honest, I haven't really felt that way. Like, naturally there's going to be new people, new things introduced, because there's still this book and 2 more books in the series. It's not just going to revolve around the same central like conflict and topic, obviously. We just jumped right in, genuinely right in. It's like, okay, we're finding the cure, we're going to find Andarna's kind. And I'm like, what a fun journey. Going into the book, I knew it was going to be about like getting the cure or something like that. I had this theory, which I'm still holding true. I think that Violet is somehow part Venom. I thought that her dad was part Venom, but I don't believe that anymore because of what I'm reading about the research he did, and she just got his books that he left for her. And so I don't necessarily believe that anymore. I don't know, because the Venom, like Maven person, the general or whatever, she saw, the name starts with a T. I don't know how to say her name. She had silver hair. She had a lightning signet. And I was like, that is kind of funky. That's kind of crazy. I had this other theory, which was like so out of pocket, that like Violet was gonna get pregnant and have like a Venom baby. Which is so crazy and out of pocket. But then they kind of keep bringing up like marriage and babies and like a lineage and things like that, and like an heir if Xaden dies, which also, he's the Duke. Okay, that was crazy. And then when he called Violet his wife, pretty much, without saying that, I about died. Oh my gosh, can we just talk about Riddoch for a second? I'm obsessed with him. He is freaking hilarious. Like, he has me laughing so hard. This book, I'm a Iron Flame truther. I've always loved Iron Flame, but this book is actually so good, and it's so fast paced, but there's also so much information we're getting, which I'm loving. And her second signet hasn't been revealed yet, but it's been talked about. Let's go through some of my tabs. When Xaden said, "My loyalty is to Violet first above everything, everyone else." When Halden showed up and Xaden was so freaking jealous. Oh my gosh. That was so funny. Anyway, I'm gonna continue reading. Those are like some of my random thoughts. Like, there was no actual thoughts to that, and I don't really want to think about what's gonna happen, but it's so interesting. It's a good book. I'm having a good time. Monday, and I only have 100 pages left. I'm on chapter 53. A lot has happened. They're in Erasure right now. The Irids, the dragons they were looking for, came to their aid, and I think that's exactly where I'm at. Like, Violet just found out that they came. I actually have less than 100 pages. I'm on 440, and there's only like 527 pages, I think. So I'm really close. I'm really getting very, very nervous. I've already cried because the death of, what's his name? I want to say it's Traeger. I don't know. I cried over that. I cried over something else, something so stupid and minuscule. But I'm really nervous because I've seen like people getting upset or crying on TikTok, and I'm nervous about it. So I want to finish it tonight. So in order to do that, we need to crack open an Alani pink slush. This is my absolute favorite. Let's go. I'm scared. There's literally no way. There's literally no way. Oh my god, Dane Sloan. She lives. Oh. Why are we getting all these POVs? Oh my goodness. Oh no. I am gonna crash out. This is so stupid. Finished it last night, as you can see in the last few clips. Let's like unpack the ending, I guess. I was kind of all over the place. The second there was different POVs, I got confused, and I understand, like, to like reiterate the fact that she can't be, like, Violet can't be everywhere all at once. It kind of reiterates that, and also like shows different POVs. Obviously, like Imogen and like Quinn, like that was just like that was terrible and so freaking sad. And I will say, I always thought that Imogen like might betray them, but I definitely don't think so now. I think that my thinking was wrong. Let's start with my little review really fast. Personally, I gave it 5 stars. I am an Iron Flame truther and I love Fourth Wing, so maybe it's an unpopular opinion, but like today a coworker was like, when does it pick up? And I was like, it never was slow for me, honestly. Like, there was so much action in the book, so much lore, like I said, like history we learned about, which I personally loved. And I know there was a lot of discourse about a lot of name dropping and a lot of new characters being brought in, but it obviously had to happen to move the story along. So personally, I didn't mind it. And I thought there was not going to be a lot of Xaden in this book because I didn't know exactly what was going to happen. I think next book there won't be as much Xaden, which makes me really sad. Xaden in this book was a whole different story. I don't know. Like I said, so much history and like lore we learned about, especially like the Isles and things like that, and them going to the different islands and finding the other dragons and find the Irids and things. I enjoyed like the little quest I guess they went on. It was really fun for me, and I enjoyed reading about that. While they still had like other aspects, and there was a lot of like fighting and battles in this as well. I thoroughly enjoyed it. That is maybe a unpopular opinion. Honestly, my least favorite part was the last part of the book. I don't love a battle scene, and it was just a battle, which is fine. But we learned that obviously Violet was dedicated, or whatever it's called, to Dune, and so I've seen a lot of theories, and I kind of believe it, that I feel like she's probably dedicated to even more. Like her dad took her, and maybe it was like the god of war or something like that. Like something else happened. I was on the team of like there was a misprint and there like wasn't enough pages, because when Imogen said like I did what you wanted me to do, like they're married. Anyway, let me backtrack. So Indarna coming back has my heart in shambles, but like Xaden I think eventually is going to change because of love, and like Venons don't love, and they don't have that capability to have that emotion and that feeling. That's what, I don't know how to say her name, the something, whatever her name is, told Violet. And so I feel like that love is going to play a part in that. And I think obviously they got married and Violet had her memories wiped so that nobody can know where Xaden's at. The 4 missing, Xaden, I think Bodhi turned Venom. It just makes sense because why wouldn't, I don't know. I think he turned Venom. Something about it is like the way Xaden described his other brother. I feel like it was Bodhi. I don't think it's Garrick. I think that he was time jumping or whatever he does, like place jumping and moving the eggs, but I don't think it was him. Because it wouldn't make sense. I feel like it was Bodhi based on like the way people were talking to him about Xaden and like he's the lesser of them, and I feel like that something happened. I think it's Bodhi. I don't know, and that makes me really nervous. I thought that Mira was actually gonna die, and I'm surprised that Rebecca brought her back, but I feel like she's gonna die in the next book or the book after that. Like someone's gonna die. I don't think there was as many deaths as I was expecting in this book. There was 2, and there was a few. 2 that were really impactful, Quinn and what's his face. But I thought there was gonna be a lot more. So it makes me a little bit nervous for the next few books. And Xaden, I don't think he's gonna be there as much. I think that Xaden left part of his soul with Violet. And that's like, don't come looking for me, because Violet has part of his soul and that's going to somehow save him. Can we talk about how she's a dream walker? That's pretty crazy. I saw somebody else explain it, that obviously she's in her very early stages of that signet, but like it's such a powerful one because she might have the ability to literally kill people within their dreams and go completely unnoticed, and like, which is kind of crazy. Or people thought she's also a mind walker instead of just a dream walker, and maybe because it just like manifested that way in a dream, she could also just be a mind walker period and not just dreams, and which was very interesting as well. There's so many like different theories. I don't know, I'm really sad. I'm annoyed that I have to wait so long. Sad that again didn't see the wedding of one of my favorite couples, even though it probably wasn't a wedding I would want to see. It was nice to start off my year with a reread of Fourth Wing and Iron Flame, and then go into this. It just kind of set the year off right with some really good reads. And I don't care what they say. I know that like people have things to say about Rebecca Garros and her writing style and things like that. If I'm one thing, it's a vibe reader. I am not reading for the literature. I'm reading for the vibes and for the funsies. And this book was fun. I don't care what people say. I do not care. I loved it. That's one thing about me. I'm gonna love it. I'm very, very excited for the next 2 books and to see where that goes. Wait, also, backtrack. Can we talk about Dane? The redemption arc? Dane? Eyes on Me Dane with Sloane? I am excited to see where that goes in the next book, and I'm also excited to see where Mira and Drake go in the next book, because that was giving, and I'm really excited about that. Like, it just makes sense. Dane and Sloane, that is like really quite cute, and I'm very excited, and I love that. Like, Rebecca was doing something with that. Anyway, back on track. I love this series, and I'm really excited for the next 2 books in the series and to see exactly where it goes, especially with the next book, and see kind of what path that takes. It should be really interesting. I still am on the side where Brennan is evil, or Brennan is going to turn Venom, because I think that Naolan, like, they were lovers and Naolan is Venom, and somehow Brennan is gonna like sabotage, or Brennan is going to betray them. I'm a firm believer in that. I really think so. But we will see. I'm excited. But anyway, thank you guys so much for joining my little week surrounding Fourth Wing and surrounding Onyx Storm. I really had such a fun bookish week, and hopefully I could do more videos like this, or reading vlogs, or just like vlogs in general. It was really fun. If you like this content and you watched this far, please subscribe and like, and maybe comment a non-spoiler review, or how you felt about this book, and if you even liked it, if you're excited for the next few books in the series. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!